Hey guys, Professor Latimer here, and today I want to bring you some new grammar and review ideas for CC Cycle 1, Week 14. So I like to have my foundations guide nearby, and as I prep before class, I just take a pencil and make a few notes on what new hand motions or a song or some props that I want to bring along. So that's just kind of how I stay organized on Community Day. So we usually start with geography. I have their black and white maps on the tables, and then I use this as a guide from CC user Capel. It's a geography trifold for cycle 1, and she has geography for every week for cycle 1. So it just helps me to know where everything is, so I can show the students and have them point it out. Sometimes we use dry erase markers and they'll trace it. And I also, since we're doing Africa, I found these wild animals, plastic animals at the Dollar Tree. So once we point to things a few times and I have them say it, then I'll hand out the animals, and we'll do it a couple times with the animals jumping from place to place. That's what we did for geography. For timeline, we've been doing find the dot or find the star. I'll just take, before class, I'll take a dry erase marker, and I'll, on about 4 of the cards, I'll either put a dot or a star on the back. And we'll sing through this week's timeline, and then I'll call on a student and they'll pick a card down, and we'll look and see if there's a star or a circle on the back. If it is, we'll go yay, and if not, we'll go oh. And then so with that card missing, we'll sing through the timeline again. And then I'll call on another student and they'll take a card down, and we'll look for the dot. And eventually we'll get to where all the cards are down. If I have 8 students, then I'll have 2 of them be a team usually, and I'll rotate that each week. And so then we're singing it through with all the cards down. And then for the last part, we'll put them all back in order. So I'll ask them what comes first, and then, you know, what comes next, and then we'll put them all back up. For English, we're learning about what a helping verb is for this week. And for English, I've been liking to use my action sticks. I'll just take popsicle sticks and I'll write with a Sharpie hopping or jumping jacks, or pat your head, or quiet voice, or loud voice, or squeaky voice. So I'll let the students each pick a stick, and we'll take turns and say the definition of a helping verb with their action or silly voice. For science, what are the 3 kinds of rock? I got this science trifold, also from CC user Capel, and I just Googled a quick definition of what each of the types of rocks are. So sedimentary rocks are on or near the surface, and they're deposits of mineral or organic particles that cement together. So it's something that's really close to the crust in different layers. And then metamorphic rocks change from one type to another with pressure or high temperature. So they're deeper inside of the earth where there's a lot of pressure and heat, and they change from one type of rock to another. And then igneous rock forms from cooling lava. So we did some hand motions for that. For sedimentary, we did sedimentary. Metamorphic, I did the sign for change. And then for igneous, we did like lava and it hardened. So igneous. We did hand motions for science. For math, I had them repeat after me each line, and then we started saying it really slow, and each time we got faster, 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 the way when we went through it. So the last time we said it, we're saying it super duper fast. So that was really fun. For history, you can kind of see I haven't put the words back up yet, but since this one is a really long sentence, I wanted to help them memorize it a little bit. So I gave, we read through it once, and I had them repeat it after me. And then I erased a word, and we listened to the song, and I would pause it right before we got to that word and have them say it. So like in 700, Ghana was known as the land of, and then I would pause the music and they would say gold. And then I would keep playing it So each time we listened to it, I erased another word or two, and I'd pause the music right before we got to that word. And they picked up a lot of words doing it that way. So I like that for this long of a sentence. For Latin, we did our little finger eyes again. I think I got these at the Dollar Tree or Target. So I handed them out. Each student gets one and makes a little mouth. So we said through it once together, and then I had the boys say through the Latin song, and then I had the girls sing through the Latin song. So that went pretty quickly and pretty easily. And did I get through all of them? I think so. For review, I did a game I did last year, but I hadn't done it with this class this year. Call it like alien face or monster face, whatever you want to call it. So I had just a small whiteboard, and I draw a circle or an oval on it, and then I had, if you have a big board, you could do this all on one board, but mine are kind of small. So I have another board that I wrote the numbers 1 through 6, and then like a facial feature. So eyes, nose, mouth, ear, hair, or mustache. So we'll say go through some of our review, like, I don't know, a couple weeks of science, and then I'll let a student roll a dice. You could get these foam dice or any kind of foam dice, like from the Dollar Tree. So whatever number it lands on, if it lands on a 6, then they will draw a mustache on our alien face. So where it gets really fun is when your alien face gets like 3 mustaches or lots of crazy hair or 4 mouths. So they get pretty crazy looking, and it's hilarious. The kids really enjoy that. So that's what we did for review this week. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I think we went through everything. So that was CC Cycle 1, Week 14. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.